And we begin this scene in boy racing Sam, quite literally racing to the Elysium, as receiving a message of incredible urgency from Selena that she had been attacked and had only barely escaped to the Elysium. It doesn't take him long to get there. Whatever he's doing, he dropped, probably rudely irritating a few people along the way, but it doesn't really matter too much to him right now. He races on over to the Elysium, getting there in a few minutes flat, far faster than he really should be going. Swerving into the Elysium's car park and just almost jumping straight out of the car, almost bumping into Ghost. The two say hi. She tells him that Selena is inside and that he probably wants to talk with her. And with that assertion, he righteously agrees. The two say they'll communicate later once they both talk to Selena and they'll figure out a way to solve the situation. Sam, after a few brief seconds, you see burst into Elysium, and his eyes kind of dart about looking for you.
Selena's sitting down in Ghost's office at the back.
Oh, in which case that's not an Elysium. This goes to me, isn't it?
An office at the back. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. And he would see that she's pretty shook up, although she's beginning to pull herself together a bit. Her hair's slightly disheveled. She's wearing a dress that isn't her usual style, almost as if it isn't hers. She has bare feet. Her shoes are on the floor next to her, and she's obviously pretty scared. As soon as she would see him, she'd rush up to him and kind of hug him.
Yeah, he hugs her very tightly. Hi, what happened? What happened? Are you all right?
I am now. It's been a nightmare night. Myself and Father O'Brien were on our way here, and we heard a scream. We saw this thing attacking a woman. The father tried to intervene, and the thing attacked us. It was horrible. It was disgusting. I can only describe it as a zombie. The smell was atrocious. Worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. The thing was rotting. It shambled when it moved, but it grabbed me. It had me by the throat, Sam. It could have killed me. I don't know if the woman's even still alive. It attacked her. It bit her throat. Not feeding. I mean, just biting, just gnawing at her throat. And it was asking. She's all kind of rambling a bit here. It was asking, where is Rose? It wanted to know about someone called Rose. I didn't know what it was talking about. I couldn't answer its questions. But she just kind of shakes her head and rubs her hand over her face.
It's okay. They're still here. Come on, sit down. He'll, guide her onto a seat and pulls her in closely. He kind of takes a look at her neck to see if she's injured.
There's no outward marks on her. She's just clearly shook up by it all. The father wouldn't leave the woman. I tried to get him to come back here. He's probably speaking with police or something at the moment. They were on their way. We could hear the sirens. I tried to chase the creature, Sam. I didn't know what else to do. I followed it down an alley, and the only place I could see that it could have gone was into the sewers. There was a grate there. It had been moved, but I just wasn't strong enough to lift it. I didn't know what I could do, so I came here to tell the sheriff.
It's okay. You did good.
I should have done more.
No one person can do everything. Not even you.
Well, I feel quite useless. I let it get away. But to be honest with you, Precious, I don't know what I could have done, even if I could have lifted that grate.
You lived.
I did.
Stop.
Well, that was more the father than myself. He was awfully brave. He attacked the thing with no regard to his own safety.
You chased after her doing the same?
He kind of looks a bit bashful at that. I just did what anyone would have done.
Just don't ever fucking scare me like that again.
Sam, I thought it was going to kill me. It had me by the throat. You have no idea how terrifying this thing was. It was wearing a black ski mask. It had one green eye, one white. It was hideous. Literally, a rotting corpse had me by the throat.
He gives her another big hug again.
He kind of snuggles up towards him. She's obviously glad that he's there. I suppose we were silly to have been walking without any kind of protection.
It's alright. If you were walking together, normally you'd be safe.
Well, neither the father or myself are warriors, really. He kind of gives a weak chuckle.
Neither rabbits. I lived through a bloody red lister. Not sure how that happened.
Not everyone's as resourceful as you are, Sam.
Aye, but I don't think you'd be here if you weren't.
It no doubt could have killed me. It ran because it had attracted so much attention. A crowd was gathering, and it took off. But as I said, the father stayed with the woman while I came back here to alert you guys, and I don't know whether the woman survived. As far as I'm aware, she's now probably in hospital, and he's probably with the police. I really didn't want to stick around and talk to police.
No. Depending on what's happened to her father, some people are going to have to pull some strings to get him out. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Well, if anyone can be trusted, I suppose it's a priest.
Aye, now that's something an Irish man can see is definitely true.
She'd smile. Just being around him's kind of cheering her up. All in all, it's been a horrible night. I just really want to go home and forget all about it, at least until tomorrow.
Aye, we can do that. What about your shoes?
Yeah, I took them off to run. She kind of laughs at herself. It's hard to run in heels, you know. You should try it sometime.
I think I'd look pretty ridiculous, to be fair.
She laughs. Probably. You can pull off most things, Precious, but high heels, I don't think so.
He looks at his shoes. No, I don't think so. You seem to be pulling off the whole Tarzan look, though.
10 feet?
Yeah, one of his shoes like slips off, and he kind of plays footsie with his basically socked foot with you.
She would press back against his foot and say, "Come on, Precious, take me home. I've had about enough for one night. There's only so much excitement a girl can take."
Hopefully, we're done with all the exciting things tonight.
Sorry, say again?
He said he said they're not quite done with exciting things tonight, making an obvious innuendo.
He'd smile at him and say, "Well, you have to get me home first."
In that dress, I don't think so.
She looks down at the dress and says, "The sheriff needed the dress I was wearing for some tracker to take a scent from or something. So this is one of Monroe's."
Well, it was awfully nice of her to lend it to her, I guess. But again, I'd be quite pissed off if she didn't.
If our sheriff hadn't been so accommodating, I'd be sitting here in my underwear.
Not sure how I'd feel about that.
She did kind of playfully nudge him.
Come
We
on,
can't do anything naughty in the office of an Elysium. You're so terrible.
yes, I am.
She puts on a kind of mock, shocked face at him. "You're incorrigible, Precious."
Let me come forward. What does that mean?
Just basically, you're awful, you know.
I could say I'm as stubborn as you.
Oh. Yes, I'd agree with that. But I'd rather not have our sheriff walk in and find us in an inappropriate position, you might say.
Yes, that would be a little compromising.
No, I'm not shy, darling, but some things I do draw the line at. And shocking our poor sheriff, I'm afraid, is one of them. She'd stand up and bend to pick up her shoes and then hold out a hand to him. Say, come on, let's go.
All right. He'll put his shoes on like the whole Cinderella thing.
They're romantic.
Yeah.
She'd slip her feet into the shoes and then move towards the door.
He'll open the door for her and open the car door for her as well.
She'd climb in, just really looking forward to ending the evening in Mr. Spillane's arms.
They'll drive on back to Selena's high rise, and he'll drink some coffee because he can actually do that. World rocking intensifies as the scene ends.